Hello YouTubers, I wanted to talk to you about something I saw in the news today. This is my Doom Gloom Report 4. I told you I'd be back this evening and afternoon here. This is about this year, I believe, not in the too near distant future, possibly this year, that there's going to be a war with Israel and Iran because it's prophesied in the Bible. But also I was watching End Times. I'm going to have a clip here at the end I'm going to play for you. It's about Omar. They're meeting this week again talking about peace talks. And if that gets confirmed sometime within July or August, that's going to trigger the rapture and the tribulation period is going to start and begin in the final 7 years of mankind. But just wanted to read this article. This is from Fox News. It's not the best site in the world, I know, but this is one thing you can get from any site pretty much because it concerns Bible prophecy. But this is about Israel military demonstrates ability to attack Iran, U.S. officials say. American military officials say Israel launched a major military exercise that appeared to be aimed in part at demonstrating its ability to stage an attack on Iran's nuclear facilities. Israel military refused to publicly confirm or deny whether the exercise was a rehearsal for a potential bombing attack. But a senior Israel Air Force official close to the operation told Fox News that the military is preparing for all possibilities with Iran, and during this exercise was testing its refusing capabilities. The source said helicopters were even used to practice how to respond to a downward plane. An Israel fighter pilot also confirmed to Fox News that he took part in the mock air mission in mid-May. Pentagon officials said later sent dozens of aircrafts on a large-scale mission in the eastern Mediterranean. The aircraft used in the drill F-15s and F-16s flew a distance of about 900 miles, similar to the distance between Israel and the uranium enrichment facilities at Nasser, Iran, officials said. One defense official said that the exercise could be taken as a show of force to Iran and a demonstration to the world that Israel is serious about the needs to challenge the country's nuclear program, might be prepared to do so militarily. They have been conducting some large-scale exercises. They live in a tough neighborhood, one U.S. official said, though he offered no other recent examples. Another defense official told Fox News that the dry run was the second time in 3 months Israel has carried out such a drill. The official said the reporters on the mission were probably the result of a deliberate leak from the Pentagon, sent a signal to Iran and even Israel about a potential strike against Iran. Privately, Pentagon officials grinced at the idea of Israel striking Iran, fearing the intended consequences of such an attack. The Jerusalem Post reported that a senior cleric in Iran warned Israel in response to drill that it would react to such a strike with a strong blow. The New York Times first reported Friday that more than 100 Israel fighter jets took part in the maneuvers over the eastern Mediterranean and Greece, citing undisclosed American officials. They said that the exercise appeared to be an effort to focus on a long-range strike. They wanted us to know, they wanted the Europeans to know, and they wanted the Iranians to know, a Pentagon official told the Times. There's a lot of signaling going on at different levels. The newspaper reported the drill was executed in June, but the senior Israel source told Fox News it was actually carried out in May. The source said the Air Force got permission from the countries along the Mediterranean to fly the mission. The Israel Air Force needed permission to conduct the exercise from all countries whose airspace was entered, according to the official. The Israel planes flew above civilian airspace to avoid disrupting passenger jets. U.S. officials, however, did not believe Israel had declared to attack Iran or think such a strike was imminent. Remember, the New York Times this is from, so this isn't the full article, it's edited. But asked to comment, the Israel military issued a statement saying that only that the Israel Air Force regularly trains for various missions in order to confront and meet the challenges posed by the threats facing Israel. Israel military analyst Martin Van Krug of Jerusalem Hebrew University said military preparations for possible attack are indeed underway. Israel has been talking about this possibility for a long time, that it would not take an Iranian nuclear weapon lying down, and it has been practicing the operation for or operations for a long time, he said. But though an Israel strike is likely be able to paralyze the most important Iranian nuclear installations, it probably won't be able to destroy the program, Van Krevland said. I would be very surprised if Israel can really knock out every part of this program, which by all accounts appears to be a large and well-connected and well-disciplined, he said. The Israel government spokesman Mark Rigvi offered no comment beyond the military statement. Israel Prime Minister Ehud Olmert has said he prefers the Iranian nuclear ambitions to be halted by diplomatic means, peace talks, which I was telling you about. I'm going to play a thing at the end here, but has potentially declined to rule out military action. In an interview with the German magazine Der Spiegel published on Wednesday, Olmert said that the current international sanctions against Iran will probably not succeed alone, adding there were many things that can be done economically, politically, diplomatically, and military. Asked if Israel is capable of taking military action against Iran, Olmert said Israel always has to be in a position to defend itself against any adversity and against any threat of any kind. Russia's foreign minister is warning against the use of a force on Iran, saying there is no proof that it is trying to build nuclear weapons with the program. Tehran said in January, just like the Bible said, the kings of the north, Russia, they're the ones that are going to make the first move, so this is all leading into it. There are precedents for unilateral Israel action in such cases. In 1981, Israel jets bombed Iraq's Sostaga nuclear facilities to end the dictator Saddam Hussein's nuclear program. And last September, Israel bombed a facility in Syria that U.S. official says was a nuclear reactor being constructed with North Korean assistance. The U.S. intelligence reports released late last year concluded that Iran has suspended its nuclear weapons program, but Israel intelligence believes the assessment is incorrect and that the work is continuing. Well, I saw a video, and I got to tell you something, folks, that this is nothing to be taken lightly, but another thing I was going to say is this is what happens when you ignore your neighbor for a while, you know. What ultimately happens is, you know, someone's got to take action. I mean, if we're just going to continue to sit back, the United States in this war in Iraq, and not doing nothing about Iran's nuclear program, and eventually, by the time they get to the capability of having a nuclear bomb, you know, something's got to be done. I mean, if Israel's going to take action, they got to take action. You know, it's prophesied in the Bible. So, you know, pretty much that's what's going on. But I wanted to play a short clip from this other video here. But I was going to say it's all prophesied and things are starting to shape up in events. And like I said, Russia is supposed to make the first move in the Bible, the Kings of the North, if you ever watched Jack Van Impe. So, also, another good book to read is God's Final Witness. I was reading that online. It's a website you go to. I was starting to read it. I read the first chapter of the book. It's really good. It talks about how the tribulation is coming within the next few years and how New Orleans and serious other events in the last few years, and like 9/11, were birth pains compared to what's coming to the world soon in the Great Tribulation. So here's the thing, though, about Israel and the peace stuff, which the covenant gets confirmed. It is ultimately the last 7 years. So as soon as I load it up here. Still loading. The final 7 years, it's signed Olmert. Very interesting. This weekend they're meeting for peace talks. So. Well, I can't get this video, but another thing I was going to talk to you, I heard something about a criminal database, you know, the mark of the beast again. Is that work, you know? This morning I saw the report, I reported earlier in my video about the GPS tracking device in Dallas, you know, and how the Illuminati uses 17 and they use those girls there in the Massachusetts thing, you know. 17 teens got pregnant, but I'm just going to say this is how these people work. They work on sick and perversion stuff, like gay marriage and all kinds of other stuff to use. But, you know, another thing that I was going to say is that I saw a report too. They said that flights they expect by Christmas will probably be about $400 or $500 of tickets with the price of fuel, and they said that like 15% of, back in 2000, 15% of revenue went to gas from ticket prices. Now it's 40%, which is something. And I saw gas prices, they said, spiked 7%. I mean, things are moving at such a fast rate anymore, and like I said, that was the beginning of the birth pains, but now we're starting to enter another phase, I believe, which is going to be the tribulation really soon. But, you know, I wanted to mention something else too, though. I was talking about Israel and everything. Oh, about the mark of the beast. Yeah, you at all costs you must not accept this thing, and they use energy, the environment, and education, and they use the children a lot, because, you know, and also women too, who are susceptible to it, because, you know, the softer sex, you know, of accepting this mark, and the Antichrist is ultimately going to come to the world stage, which I believe is Maitreya, though. But I was also going to say, though, too, that this stuff is really bad and must be defeated at all costs, but, you know, it's written in the book of Bible, so all you can do is put your faith in it, and that's pretty much it. So I hope you enjoyed this video. And peace to you, and I'll have my next Doom and Gloom Report in the 5th video. Bye.